Hey guys, it's Legend Killer here, and today we have our first Minecraft Redstone tutorial. Basically I'm just going to show you some of the basic logic gates and input and output methods. So let's get started. We can first go through the input methods. There are a couple of them. There are levers, which is a constant toggleable on-off. Buttons, which send a pulse for a short amount of time as long as they're plugged in, and a torch can act as a input or an output. See there, it's outputting energy. Or if I put it up here and put this down here and do that, it can act as an input and an output. So that's basically it for inputs. Outputs, there are also a couple. You have pistons, both kinds, sticky and non-sticky. There are redstone torches. There are, let's see if I can find it. You can use track, and where are doors? Both wooden and steel doors work. So let's see if I can. I don't think. Yeah, there you go. So it'll work if you just put a torch next to it. If you have this, oops. If you have a T intersection, you can use a torch to oops. There we go. You can use a lever to flop the direction that it goes. And let's see, are there any other outputs? Other than torches on a block, that's about it. Another thing that is useful for redstone a lot of times is repeaters. So if we have this, we input it here and we output there. You can change the delay on it so that when I input, there's a delay between when the output receives power. So here, let me destroy this real quick, and then we can get on to the logic gates. Okay, alright, so the simplest one is a simple output gate. So you have redstone coming out of a block, and if block receives power, redstone receives power. Block doesn't receive power, redstone doesn't receive power. Another one is a inverter. So the power is off, but the output is on, and I turn the power on, and since this torch is attached to the block, which is receiving power, the torch turns off, therefore the power is off to the current line. There's something called an OR gate. So say you have 3 inputs and 1 output. No matter what switch you turn on, the output will be on. So it's this one, or this one, or this one. Oops, there we go. And that's why it's called an OR gate. A NOR gate is just a OR gate with a inverter on the back. So, and not OR. So this is on, that's off. This is on, that's off. Pretty self-explanatory. I already showed you an inverter. See, there's a AND gate. So you have a torch here and a torch there with redstone connecting them. And since both of these are on and this receives power, it will turn off that. And if we put a lever here and a lever here, our output is off. Now we turn one of them off, it's still off. And we turn the other one on, it goes on. So it's an AND gate. So this one and this one must be off for the output to be on. A NAND gate is... Oops, why did I destroy that? A NAND gate is just a AND gate, my bad, sorry. It's an AND gate with a inverter on the back. No, it's not. What am I talking about? All it is a AND gate without the inverter, so that when these turn on, the output is off. It's just different ways to use it. Let's see. One of the most useful things I found, let's pick this up, OCD, is what's called an RS NOR latch, and it's basically for storing memory, or it's also known as a memory latch. So you can just put two torches on the opposing sides of blocks in a 3x3 grid, and this torch here sends power to this current, which powers this block, which turns the torch off, and then it goes back in here and doesn't do anything with that torch because it is already on and is not receiving power. So now, as I said, buttons only send a pulse of current. So I'll click this, it only stays on for a short amount of time. Well, here, when I push this button, it will turn this torch off, which will turn this, in turn, turn this one on, which will turn this one back off, but keeping it off. So I press that, and it stays on, and then I can just reset it by coming over here and pushing it again, and it stays. Let's see. Oh, I just remembered two more input methods. Where are they? There they are. Wooden and stone pressure plates. A stone pressure plate and a wood pressure plate. They both oops, we can do that and that. They both send out power whenever you step on them. And but if you come over here onto the wood one and you throw something on it, it'll depress and send power. But if I do the exact same thing to the stone, it won't do anything. So stone, you have to have a creature or a person standing on it. Pressure, anything will set it off. Alright, let's see, how are we doing on time? Hold on, how do I get out of this? There we go. How are we doing? I think we'll end it there, and next time I will show you some of the more advanced ones, and possibly some uses that I found for it. So I'll see you later.